Hello Libra, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your February tarot forecast. As always, we'll be looking at your love life, your career and workspace, and the ultimate advice from the universe on how to best utilize the energies of the months. We'll also get you some messages from the person of your interest, and I'm gonna start as always with an oracle deck, and I'm actually gonna jump in right away. Woo, boy, did I get a busy week or what? Yeah, it's been pretty hectic. I'm actually in Honolulu, Hawaii right now. I did perform in my competition on Saturday. I'm trying to do some sightseeing while I'm in the city, because I don't know if I'm gonna be flying through it again, if I'll have time. Probably, I'm thinking now probably yes, but who knows. So just in case, need to make the most out of it. So yeah, apologies for any, and of course Friday and Saturday were like preparing for competition, traveling and preparing, and actually competing and watching, which was pretty exciting actually. And yeah, on Thursday, just a couple of days from today, I'll be already flying to Hawaii, to a new island, and I'm excited about that too. It's a little more distant, it's more about the beautiful nature. I don't know if it's, the way I imagine it in my mind is that it's gonna be more of an untouched nature, like hardly touched by people, but we'll see. I will be posting about that in my blog, on my website. There will be a separate category, and posting about my impressions is on my list next, after I'm clearing out the wait list and the readings that I need to do for February. Okay, so Libra, for you we've got oh my god, I just had this card for Virgo, but you saw me, I was shuffling. Every step counts. Number 10, there's an advantage in taking things slowly. Breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options. And it's actually a lot easier to consider all the options or more options when you are taking them slowly. So take that advice. Yeah, don't think that if you don't act quickly that it's not gonna be good, or you'll miss the opportunity. No, you won't. Okay, let's see what we have for Libra in the month of February. We just had full moon in Leo, which was pretty powerful, and we're still in the shadow period of that full moon for a few days. So 2 of Wands, this is your love situation. This trance, this is like the third reading where I'm getting this trance in the space. And the Tower. The Tower I've gotten in various places, but like in every other reading. Crazy. For the career space, we have Three of Pentacles, collaboration, master teacher, Knight of Wands, yeah, Knight of Wands was also in the reading, but I swear I was shuffling and you could see me shuffling. The Hermit, this is the Virgo energy, and we had Sag and Leo here too. 8 of Wands, this is the advice. 6 of Wands, and the Sun, Leo energy. I was just talking about that, and the full moon in Leo. That's the advice, right? Savor the moment, enjoy it, take things slowly. To me, that's very much resonating with that oracle card. Every step counts. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana out of 9 cards. That's a lot. Bottom of the deck, you have 8 of Cups. You have 2 8s here. So what I'm getting in your love situation is that there are some important decisions ahead of you. It could be your decisions. For some, they could be decisions made by your person, or some important decisions within their lifetime, their timeline. But ultimately, it's going to impact your relationship in a big way. Hopefully for the better, right? That's what we're always hoping for. Fingers crossed. right? But A, you're asked to be an active participant in making that decision, and B, then to surrender to what's coming. And it may not necessarily be nice, it may not sound good or feel good, but it's absolutely necessary that you show your strengths during the time of turmoil, chaos, upset, whatever else might come in with the Tower, right? Show strength, show resilience. That's key. If you're a single person, then take it for yourself. That's what I'm being guided to say to you guys, right? Like, even if you don't have a specific person you are working with here, it's still important for yourself to know that whatever kind of important decisions you're making, you have to make that. It's important that you are participating actively. You don't just agree to public opinion, right? You actually turn it on, like you consider the options and you make the decision. Yes, and it might be that something will stay behind, right? Or some sort of your, like, at least one of your structures in life will collapse. I don't know, that's just on top of my head. Maybe you were doing 10-minute plank in the morning and now you won't be doing that because you need that time for something else, something new that you were considering, right? Like that sort of idea. And of course, if you're not compensating, like if you're not doing something else instead of that 10-minute plank, of course you'll miss it. Of course there will be sadness, right? But it's up to you on how you handle that, Libra. For your career space, we have Three of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Hermit. Very interesting combination, especially with Knight of Wands and the Hermit. Very different energies. I would just say that there's definitely a desire to move forward, and this was the timing card, actually, card number 5, the Knight of Wands. This is the fastest knight in the deck, so there may be a desire to prove yourself, or at the very least to, how do I put it, to get things going, especially if it's about completing a project or teaching others or demonstrating even what you've achieved, right? Like that's what I see with this card here, right? It's either teaching somebody else, like passing on the knowledge, or even demonstrating. And that's what you want to do. There is something innovative that you've done that you really want to show to the public, and you know that you want to do it, right? The only thing I would add, and again, we have the major arcana here, which means that the universe, the higher power, is trying to get you to focus on what's important to you internally, what's important for your emotional balance, right? Think about it, not about, you know, the public reaction, whether they're gonna take it in or not, whether they're gonna applaud or not during the presentation, but what's in it for you, right? And I mean it in the best way. Usually it's fairly easy to find. If it's not, red flag. Think about whether it's worth your time at all, right? But if it is, then you'll be much more confident in your next steps. And finally, we have the advice, which is the 8 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, and the Sun, right? So I mentioned the public success, which is here. I mentioned doing a different take on things, right? That emotional balance is important. It is very important. And also it's important to stabilize or streamline your connection to the divine. That's what I'm seeing here as well. It's like the divine is saying to you with this card, like, hey, I'm trying to send you messages. Are you even reading them? Are you listening to them? Whatever, feeling them through, right? It's very important to reconnect with those things for yourself. And even if we're talking about actual communication in 3D, think about how you want people to communicate with you, right? Maybe without strict adherence to the love language preference, right? But just generally as people. Okay, let me get some messages from Libra's person to Libra. I need to start doing those little tags that will tell me at any point in time which reading I'm doing. Especially when I'm tired, it's important not to mix it up. Messages for Libra from their person. Okay. We got 10 of Wands and Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so your person has a lot of stuff on their mind and on their heart, and they know that it's a heavy burden. It's creating that burden, or they're creating that burden for themselves, and they don't want to do it anymore. They realize now how much it impacts you, and they want you to be in that beautiful space where you can just enjoy the nature, the surrounding, the sounds, the smells, and you can do your thing, right? So what I'm getting, your person is saying that, you know, I need to deal with a few things that have been bothering me for a long time now, and I hope you understand, and I hope you will stick around and you will let me get it, let me work through it, so that I can then start a more happier cycle with you. Okay, I'll leave you here, guys. I will definitely be back with more readings very, very soon. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If it wasn't your reading, don't force it. Just watch a reading for your other placement. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Until then, until next time, I love you guys, and I'm saying goodbye.